I am in the process of booking a 4-night hotel stay in Europe completely for free. Credit cards unlock insane amounts of value when used responsibly, and when I found out I could get over $1,000 of value in hotel stays by signing up for the IHG Premier credit card, it was a no-brainer and I had to sign up. The welcome offer on this card was 175,000 bonus IHG points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. I am now using those hotel points to book a 4-night stay in Helsinki, Finland completely for free and have plenty of points left over to do it all over again if I wanted to. Let's discuss how I earned 189,000 IHG points, how much these points are actually worth, and of course I will book the hotel stay right now so that you can see what it's like. For some background, here are all the IHG hotel brands that exist around the world. In total there's 18 of them, and IHG also has other partners that you can stay at as well. Some of the most popular brands might be Intercontinental, Crown Plaza, and Holiday Inn. They have a pretty big range of kind of medium tier hotels to some of the fanciest in the world. You don't need an IHG credit card to start earning points and book reward stays, but having a credit card has definitely helped me out get some free travel. IHG credit cards, and this one specifically, has helped me earn lots of points incredibly fast. So how did I earn 180,000 IHG points? Well, I signed up for this credit card. Like I previously mentioned, the sign up bonus was 175,000 points for spending $3,000 in the first 3 months of owning this card. I have a video on this channel where I applied for the card, and then another one where I actually unboxed the card and told you all of the details about it. So I won't go into a huge card review in this video, but you can watch those ones if you want to learn more about it. The most important things to know about this card are some of the rewards categories. You get 26 times points when you use this card at IHG properties. You get 5 times points when you use the categories of travel, dining, and gas, and 3 times points on everything else. With this card, you also get Platinum Elite status, and you get an anniversary free night up to 40,000 IHG points. And most importantly, you get the 4th night free when you book a reward stay. So if you're paying with points, you only have to pay for the first 3 nights of your stay, and the 4th one will be free. We will absolutely be using this for this booking. I told you that I'm gonna stay for 4 nights in Helsinki, Finland, so I only have to pay for 3 of those nights. And of course, this credit card does have a $99 annual fee, but it is definitely worth it for me to have this card, and it may be worth it for you as well. Of course, you definitely don't have to sign up for this card. You can just watch this video to get some more information, but if you do want to, I do have a referral link down below that helps out the channel, and everything I make from referral links goes directly back into the channel to make it better. Of course, I had to spend $3,000 to get this sign-up bonus, and by doing so, by spending the money on just regular everyday purchases, I was able to hit that minimum spend, and I also got 14,000 extra points on top of it. So how much are these points worth? Well, it's incredibly hard to come up with an exact number, and a lot of people like to say that IHG points are worth half a cent per point, meaning these 189,000 points are actually going to be worth somewhere around $945. I would say that's a very conservative estimate. I would say just like in general, that might be pretty true, but I did tell you that I am going to get my 4th night free, and so that makes a huge improvement on the amount of value I can get per point. Because I do have this perk by having this credit card, I have increased my valuation for my style of travel to around like 0.7 cents per point. So if you take the 189,000 points, you get somewhere around $1,300 worth of value. Of course, this may not be the same for you, especially if you don't have a credit card where you get the 4th night free, and if you're not even booking a stay for 4 nights. Closer to the end of the video, I will tell you exactly how many cents per point I'm getting from this redemption, so you can kind of see that my valuation of 0.7 cents per point is not ridiculous at all. So where can you actually use these IHG points? Unlike some credit cards, this one only earns IHG points, which means you can only use them at IHG properties. This is a Chase credit card, so we'll compare it to another Chase credit card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred. That one earns ultimate rewards points that you can pool up with all of your other ultimate rewards points earning cards, and then you can use them to transfer out to travel partners like airlines and hotels. But with this IHG card, you are not able to do so, but I still think that's okay. That's why I own both transferable currency cards and also hotel cards, so I can just use them for whatever I need to during my travels. Now that we have enough background information, let's go to the IHG website website so we can book the hotel. Here at the IHG website, it's just called ihg.com. There's going to be a banner right here at the top. You're going to put in your location and the dates that you want, and all you have to do is click search after that. At the very top of the page, it does have my name up here because I already signed in, and it does say I have a little over 189,000 points. Like I said, I wanted to go to Helsinki, Finland, and I know I'm going to be there for 4 nights. Once you click on the field, it's going to pop up with a calendar here. These aren't my actual dates that I'm staying at this hotel, but all of the information about the cash price and the reward nights, those will be the actual numbers as I'm going through the booking process. From there, I'm just going to click search, and it's going to look at all of the hotels in the Helsinki area. Now that we have clicked search and I changed up the dates to make it the actual dates that we're staying, there are a couple options. There is a Holiday Inn Helsinki City Center right here for $156 a night, and I made sure to check the box that says includes taxes and fees. And yes, this is the cash price for the hotels. After I'm done here, I'm going to switch it over to how many points these are worth, just so that you guys can kind of get an understanding of how much these hotels are actually going to cost if you were to pay with cash. After that Holiday Inn Helsinki City Center, we go down. There is a Hotel Indigo Helsinki, and there is a Crown Plaza Helsinki. Yes, there are 3 other IHG hotels that come up on the website, and they are cheaper, but we're not going to stay at those hotels just because we don't want to be in the area. They're too far away from the things that we want to do when we're in Helsinki, so it wouldn't make sense to stay at those ones. You can also check on the location of the hotels by clicking on the map button, and it'll pull up where everything is. The Crown Plaza is actually pretty far away, and the Hotel Indigo is the one that's closer to all of the things that we want to do. So I already had a slight favoritism towards that hotel. I just had to check out how many points that would be to book this hotel. If you're logged into your IHG account, the website already knows that you hold this credit card, and so they can calculate how many points you're going to be paying for these 4 nights after getting the 4th night for free. At the Holiday Inn, you're going to be spending just under 22,000 points per night instead of around 28 or 29,000 points per night. With Hotel Indigo, you're going to be spending just under 20,000 points per night. Out of these 3 hotels, we have to find out which one is going to be best for us, for me and my wife. And the Crown Plaza, even though it's the cheapest option, and we know that Crown Plaza has a good reputation, I still don't want that. It still seems pretty far away from the things we want to do. And good news, the one that I wanted to stay at, Hotel Indigo, that's in the middle of the city, is actually going to be cheaper than the Holiday Inn. After doing the research of Hotel Indigo, I found no complaints that I had, so why don't we go ahead with the booking. And with the points booking, you actually get a refundable room, and so if I want to cancel 1 day before, I can totally do that. So if I find a better deal somewhere else, then I can just cancel this, get all of my points back, and then book the other place. I clicked in to select this option for my stay, and on the website it's going to say exactly how many points I have available in my account, and every 4th reward night is free. As I scroll down, I am going to see that the only thing available to me is the standard room, which is totally fine with me. That is exactly the type of room that I wanted to book. I don't really want to pay extra to get a bigger room, especially if I might even get upgraded. The card member discount does say I'm going to be spending 19,750 points per night, but that is a severe discount from 26,500 points per night if I didn't have this credit card. The total price for this stay is going to be 79,000 points, and like you already know, I do have 189,000 points in my account, so this isn't even going to be half of those points that I have. It does say free cancellation 1 day prior to stay. With that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and click book reservation and see what happens. There we go. We do have an upcoming stay in Helsinki. This is actually going to be my first IHG property that I'm staying at, because I just got this card a few months ago and I finally got the points for the sign-up bonus. So I'm really excited to try out this property and this IHG ecosystem. When I click on show full receipt, it's going to give a breakdown day by day of how many points I'm using. So for the first night, 26,000, for the second night, 26,000, for the third night, 27,000, and for the fourth night, 0. But of course the video is not over, because I have to tell you the amount of value I got for my points. I spent 79,000 points for this stay. So let's go into the spreadsheet and find out exactly how much value I got. On this spreadsheet, I have 2 examples here. There is one for a non-refundable room and one for a refundable room. I just booked the hotel as a refundable option, and so I want to compare the cents per point with the refundable option if you're paying with cash. However, I understand that not not everybody needs a refundable room, and so we'll also do that calculation too. For the non-refundable option, we'll click on that one first. So we have to go back to the IHG website and pretend like we're booking the same nights with cash. I'm just gonna look at the standard room because that's what I booked with points. If you look at the cheapest option, sometimes that's what people will be using. You're just gonna see $163 per night, ignoring everything else and scrolling down to the bottom so that we can see how much this 4-night stay is going to cost us. It's going to say $652.92. So we're going to put that into our spreadsheet. As you can see, the cash fare is $652.92, exactly what it was on the website. And of course, the points that I paid for this stay are 79,000 points. There are no fees associated with using points. That's what I really like about hotel stays. With airlines, there are going to be some taxes and fees depending on where you are in the world. So with the cash fare minus the fees, it's going to be the exact same amount. That means we spent this many cents, 65,292 cents, and the cents per point calculation is going to come out to 0.83. So I'm getting 0.83 cents per point. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I value these points now at 0.7 cents per point. That means I did even better than my estimate when I raised it from what everybody else uses at 0.5 cents per point. The cheapest refundable option on the IHG website is $192 per night. That is something that we are going to click on right now to see how much it's going to be for the 4-night stay. The refundable option is going to cost us more than $760 for this 4-night stay. Yes, Helsinki is very expensive. So we're going to put in that cash fare right there in the spreadsheet to look at the refundable option. And after putting in the same amount of points that I used to book this room, and then going with the cash minus the fees of the same price, the cents that we actually are going to spend is 76,787. And then the cents per point for this one is going to be 0.97 cents per point that we got for our IHG points. That is a really good value there. Again, without that 4th free night, you're definitely not going to get the same amount of value out of your points, and that's why I value holding this card so much. And you can click on the link in my description to find out more about this card and see if you want to apply for it. Of course, if it doesn't make sense for you, then don't even worry about applying. And I'm very excited about my 4-night stay in Helsinki coming up, especially because I paid $0 and 0 cents. If you're still watching this video, I'd really appreciate if you checked on this video where I applied for the personal version of the IHG card, and I loved it so much that I applied for the business version of the IHG card, and that video would be right there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.